we're live.
Hi, everybody.
It's the mamas. Mamas are in the house tonight.
Yeah. Should we introduce ourselves?
I think we should. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm guessing people know because they came, but I'm Elizabeth Crujon and I play Camila Noceda.
And I'm Deb Dotzer, and I played Gwendolyn Clawthorne. So,
Played
yeah.
past tense. So sad. You're
Yeah.
right.
So, I know it is sad. So, we're, people are kind of coming and going. We were the first ones here. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
you'll
guess
probably see other folks circling in and out for I don't know how long, but
yeah, for a while. I guess somebody mentioned Zeno might pop up later and maybe hopefully Eden will pop by later and who knows? But here we are, the
here we
mothers.
are. I love it. The mothers. Yeah, the mothers
Yeah.
are in the house. So, I don't know. I mean, do you want to start? Do you have somebody that you want to sign for? And then I'll do one.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, actually this first one I have here is Rodrigo. And let's see, it says signing view on. Yeah, Rodrigo's number one. And I saw that name pop up in the chat. So I know you're here. Hi, how are you? Let me just see if you're chatting back right now as I write.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Although
hi Deb and
this
Elizabeth.
person didn't leave their name. I don't know. I don't
Okay.
know what's going on.
So I'll sign. It says write your favorite quote. I'm assuming that means my favorite quote from Owl House. Not
Yeah,
just like my
I would
favorite,
imagine.
Shakespeare quote. That wouldn't make sense.
I think they're looking for an Owl House
I
quote.
think that makes sense. Rodrigo, do you have, you just want me to write my favorite quote?
I think I signed a print for Rodrigo a while ago, but maybe I'm wrong. But if I'm not wrong, hello, Rodrigo. I remember that name. Not that other people don't have that name.
Gosh, I'll have to think of a quote, but for right now, oh, that's so cute. Somebody draw a comic. I'll just sign. This one's for, let me put number one on the back. So we know it's for Rodrigo.
I got one here, and this person didn't leave a name, which is kind of a bummer. But it's the Mother's Love print, and it said, "Seeing the back image, I'd like to have the threat she made to the three demons in the cave on the picture, if possible," which I love. So I'm trying to remember. I remember the whole thing.
I know that's the thing. I'm
I
like, I'm gonna see
see
if I
you in
can pull up a
Bonesboro.
script or something. Like,
I know. If I ever see you in Bonesboro again, um, gosh, what was the exact line? It was a while ago. All of the all of the beasts will have your head. I don't know. Let's help a sister out, you guys. What was the quote? You probably
help
remember
us
it better than I
out.
do.
Help us out with these quotes, guys. Let's see. Okay, I found some.
I think I remembered it. Okay. If I ever see you in Bonesboro again, all of the beasts in the forest will be after your head.
That's so good, Deb.
That was it. That was one of my favorite moments. I mean, they were like, "Oh, this is when Gwen gets kind of badass now," and I was like, "Yeah, I love that."
Always. We always love that.
But
I'm looking up quotes.
you guys somebody needs to tell Elizabeth what is the best quote. I want to know what's your opinion on the Muppets.
I know, I saw that.
Okay.
There's some really funny quotes here. And it says, as scary as this is, it really does seem like you've matured.
That's cute. Yeah.
That's so funny.
That's a good one.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to go with, yes, Dominicanos, que lo que. I think I'm gonna
Someone
go
asked
with
if the others. We mentioned that yes, some of the others are going to join. It's just it's a little bit fluid, man. So I don't know.
I'm gonna go with this is the Belos.
You love that quote.
I know, one that came up today. You've been fighting?
Oh, this is a question for you. Hey Elizabeth, if you could be any race, which demon, titan, human, what would you be?
Oh my God, I have no idea. Any race of demon, titan, human?
Yeah. Like wait, I'm trying to. If you could be which demon, titan, human?
Can you make it multiple choice? What are my options? There's so
Which
many.
demon, titan, human?
Those are
Those are
the
your
options.
options. Yeah.
Elizabeth. I guess Titan would be cool.
Titan would be cool. I think I'd stay with a witch because, why not? It's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the little red kitten trying to do? That's one of my fave Camila quotes. What's your favorite
What
Owl
season?
House moment?
Man, so many good ones. Okay, Marcus complete Rodrigo. Okay, I'm moving on to Catherine. Number 3. What's your favorite moment, Deb?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, it's been an amazing show. I mean, the final episode at the end of season 2, I was watching it with my son and I almost felt like my head was going to fly off. I mean, it was just like, what is happening? Um, so, I mean, I can't really pick one. It's just such a beautiful show that just keeps bringing such interesting stuff. Um, all right, I'm going to go. I don't know if this person is here, but I'm going to go with Wayne Carroll. Wayne, if you're here, give me a shout out. You didn't ask me for anything on the back, so on the front, I'm just gonna pretend that I know you and give you some love.
Okay, I'm moving on. Oh, I have a Wayne too. Did you say Wayne?
Yeah,
Nice. I have a Wayne too.
Wayne, are you here for
Wayne!
both the mamas? We love it.
We love to see it.
So, just so you guys know, Elizabeth and I have never met in real life. She is in, and you go by she, her?
Yes.
Okay. She is in Los Angeles, and I am in Chicago. Um,
Yeah.
I haven't met anyone in real life. So that'll be fun someday to come to LA and get our party on. But so so we're just gonna chat. I'm assuming you're in actress and not just stage, screen, voiceover, the whole shebang a lang.
Yeah, all the things. Side note, I'm signing for Dea right now. I think that's how you say it, Dea. And the special instruction is maybe you could write something Camila would say when someone is feeling down. So
Oh,
I love that, and I'm gonna come up with something. But and she also says Camila is the best human mom. It's really
oh.
sweet.
Ash is in Chicago, can be such a beautiful city, Deb. Yes. Come into the city. And Australia is in the house. I mean, it's just so amazing to me. Wayne whispers. Um, okay. Hi, Deb and Elizabeth. I'd first like to thank you so much for this show. Both Camilla and Gwen have been such amazing characters, and I've really enjoyed their character arcs. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
I think it's been really a pleasure for both of us to have that feeling. All right, I'm going to do Alexander Mendez. I don't know if you'll hear, but I'm going to do it for you.
I went with Don't worry, mija. You got this.
Ah, I love it.
Okay, let's see. What about you, Deb? Are you an actor like across the board or mostly just VO? Do you do theater in Chicago?
Mostly just VO. I did do theater for many years. And like once I lived in Boston, then I moved here And when I moved here, I had had a little taste of voiceover in Boston, and I was like, I'm really going to focus on that. Um, and so then I had kids, so the theater kind of went by the wayside. On camera was never really my jam. So, but I've been blessed and lucky to make a living doing voiceover stuff. So,
Awesome.
so yeah, I love voiceover. It's
Me
my
too.
favorite. I do teach, um, and that's what I do.
You teach VO?
I teach VO at Columbia College, Chicago. We offer a VO minor, believe it or not. So all of you will want to be a voice actor.
What?
I
Really
know.
cool.
And I also teach at the DePaul Theater School. I
Yeah,
teach
I
the
have a bunch of
graduating
friends there.
BFA and MFA theater students, acting students to do the
For
VO and
for
make some
VO?
extra money.
Wow. That's really neat. Kiki Miki, Brujatos. That's what someone requested I write on here.
I
Kiki,
love it.
uh, Brujatos.
All right, I gotta remember. Andrew Mendez, number 29. Okay. So this one is for the coolest Clawthorn fan ever. But I don't know who they are. So I guess I just have to call them the coolest Clawthorn fan ever.
Yeah, some of them don't have a name. Well, this is cool. Okay. I did that one. Mark complete. The next one is for Kyler. Let's check out the chat. Someone says they'd love to learn from you, Deb, as an aspiring voice actress. Unfortunately, I'm overseas halfway across the world, but that's no longer a big issue because now we're all teaching online and stuff. I actually teach sometimes too through this voice actor and motion capture school in LA.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's amazing. Where is I don't even see that. Ah, here we go. Amy, unfortunately, I'm
Yeah.
overseas way across the world. Well, hey, there is Zoom. I've been doing a lot of my coachings on Zoom. So yeah, you can totally reach out to me. And my Columbia College address is DOETZER at colum.edu. And I would love it. And we can set up a time to meet and get talk more about VO. I always I love coaching people, and I love that, I think getting the more opinions you can is gonna, it's really gonna help you.
Deb, did you see that someone commented that you actually went to high school with their aunt and their mom? Someone called
What?
Haley
No, where is that? Why did I
Kaylee
miss that?
Bowden.
Who?
Kaylee Bowden.
Kaylee Bowden. You went to school with my aunt and my mom.
That's
Kaylee
what it
Bowden?
says. Yeah.
What? Yeah, I grew up in
Crazy.
Baldwin, New York. So I don't know. Kaylee, if you're still on, who is your mom and your aunt? That's crazy. I love it.
Okay, Kylie,
Um,
number
let's
6.
see. I've been wondering if you have heard of a board game called Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, we've heard of it.
Yes, I never played it. I know it's kind of embarrassing, but yeah. Okay, you've got 2 questions,
I've
Elizabeth.
also
Do
never played
you
it.
think Camila would ever be open to getting remarried down the line?
Oh
Ooh,
my God.
hello.
I think so. Yeah. If the right person came along who was extremely loving and compassionate and grounded and had a great connection with Luz, I think that's in the cards.
And did you see the king's coronation?
Oh my gosh. I
Oh,
actually
and I
was
have Rodrigo too.
nice. I actually just watched like a short clip of like the moment when they put the crown on the head, like in between the earlier sign or chat Q&A and this. What did you guys think of the coronation? I'm signing for Gerald right now. Let's see what people thought of the coronation.
Rodrigo is like ready he's getting all the prints. I thought I had a Rodrigo before, but who knows?
Now people, okay.
This is fun, except it's hard to read. Dawn Murray and Amy Cohen. I would have to look them up. It's not ringing a bell, Callie. I'm sorry. Were they in my graduating year? Which I don't really care about age stuff, but 1983 is when I graduated. Like, how many people were born well after that on this live stream? I'm sure.
Oh, definitely. Bunch of kiddos. That was funny when Sissy said, I guess good luck with puberty. After the last.
Yeah,
I'd like to thank you both.
If Camila and Gwen were to meet, what do you think they would talk about?
Oh, kids. The kids.
Parenting, problems with parenting.
They drive you up the wall, these kids, don't they?
These kids, yes.
These kids.
All right, now I have Matt. That's who I'm going to sign for right now.
I'm trying to remember like some epic Camila quotes. I should have looked into this before, but will there be an Owl House movie? Because SpongeBob has 3 movies now. SpongeBob is going to have a 4th movie. You know what? I think an Owl House movie is the greatest idea I've heard so far. Because I've heard people talk about like making it like mocap, and I've heard people talk about doing like video games, but I think an animated film, just a feature, but it's just like animated, would be the greatest thing ever.
Totally. Are Camila and Gwen more coffee or tea people?
Oh, come on, mami, café. ¿Cómo puedes poner?
Yeah, totally. We'd be drinking, we'd be down in the coffee. I'm a grown adult who works as a game designer. Owl House changed life for the better. It's a show for anyone, no matter the age. Right on, Jay. Elizabeth, 2 questions. Whoops.
Oh my gosh, 2.
Disappeared. What are your thoughts on the idea of Ida dating both Rain and Camila?
Of 2. Who dating Rain and Camila?
You.
What are my thoughts on?
I guess they're trying to have you be in a throuple.
You kids. One person is plenty.
And 2, do you think Camila knew about Luce and Amity dating before she came out to her?
I mean, obviously, you're just asking me to like speculate. Who know, like what? I don't know what like the creators of the show were thinking or imagining or anything. But I guess if I just my personal opinion, I would say maybe not. Maybe she just. But who knows? Maybe there's.
Who knows?
I don't know. When you know your kid, like.
Somebody said, do you think Gwen could give Hunter some insight into his Clawthorn connection? Hell yes. But I'm not going to give it to you right now. Can Gwen hold her apple blood like her daughter? Does Camila like apple blood?
No, Camila
unfortunately, Gwen's a lightweight in kind of like her daughter. So yeah, can't hold that apple blood too well.
So, I'm signing one for Sophia.
I'm gonna sign one for actually a student who is also my teaching assistant at Columbia College, Katie Roberts. I don't know if she's here, but I'm gonna sign it for Katie. Katie is awesome.
That's so sweet. Your teaching assistant.
I know. She bought a print. Isn't that crazy?
That's very, very sweet. Okay, next I've got Dyrek. Maybe Derek, maybe Dyrek, maybe Derek. I don't know how to say that. A good witch always has to have her hat. All right, that's the requested quote.
And you shall do it.
and I shall obey.
That is our job. We are just obeying all the orders today. Um, Callie, Callie, who I think I've been talking to, whose mom and aunt know me, could you please, could you put, and I love every part of you? You know I will do that for you, Callie.
I love that line so much, and how you
I know.
perform it is unbelievable. Actually, I have a question
Thank
for you,
you.
Deb.
Yeah.
Um, what would you say are your like top, like maybe top two, like best pieces of advice you give to your students when it comes to doing VO?
Well, that's a great question. I think the first bit of advice is, unfortunately, take a class. Why? Because if you cold called an agent tomorrow, they would ask you a couple of things. The first thing they would say is, have you ever taken a class? And you would say, yes, because Deb Dotzer told me to take a class. Um, because it's so competitive now, they want talent to be like up and running and ready to go. The other thing I would suggest is, if you do not know how to record from home, like if you do not know how to work any kind of recording software, um, Audacity is a free download for both a Mac and a PC. Um, at least here in Chicago, and I'm sure it's a little bit like this in LA, they kind of want you to be able to record from home because the pandemic really changed things a lot and people were using Source Connect. So just be and recording your auditions and just being able to kind of have that technological know-how. If you've never taken an acting class, please take an acting class. Um, if you were here earlier for the live stream Q&A, a lot of people were like, I didn't know actors, voice actors were so emotional. I was like, it's acting, right? So, I mean, and judging from the live stream earlier, we're all very weepy and very emotional people, and we can access our emotions. And that, I think, is why you all are so invested in the show, because
Definitely,
we really kind of gave our heart and soul to our parts and
definitely.
fleshed those characters out. They're two-dimensional, right? Because it's two-dimensional animation, but we made them 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dimensional. It really is part of the gig. So I would definitely recommend an acting class or two as well. And improv, because improv is just fun and kind of takes you out of your head and kind of puts you in the moment. Thanks,
That-
Callie.
That's great advice.
Oh, thanks. Well, you know, I mean, I wish I didn't have to say take a class, but it is, and it's a skill set. I think a lot of people think they can do it. Um, and I teach college students, and I have had them go, wow, I didn't know it was so hard, or I didn't know there was so much that went into it. Um, how do you feel about Mooring Mark comics? I'm like as old as your mom, if not older, so I don't know what that is.
Same. I don't know what that is, and I might be as old as your mom, and I don't know what that is.
Should I take an acting class if I want to write a show?
100% yes.
Yeah. I mean, acting classes never hurt, especially if you want to direct. I've had a lot of students take my voiceover class because they're animators or they're game designers, and they'd like to voice their own stuff, but they also want to direct people and
If you
know
want
how
to
to direct.
direct, you have to take an acting class, many acting classes ideally, but at least one acting class and one improv class if you want to direct, because a director who knows what it's like to be an actor is essential. It's
Hmm.
essential. It really sets you apart from directors who have never acted before.
There's a couple of good questions here.
Okay, what do you got?
Do we have any info? We do not. Um, I don't know. There's someone from Streamily. So maybe, how did you start voice acting? Elizabeth, how did you start voice acting?
So this is actually a funny story. It's hard to talk and write
Okay.
time. Okay.
I know it
This
really
is a funny
is, isn't
story.
it?
I'll talk for a bit. You write for a bit.
Okay.
Um, so I wanted to be a voice actor. I really wanted to be an actor on camera, like TV and film. And um, but I was auditioning for those gigs. Those gigs are hard to get, and people always told me you have a good voice. You have a really good voice, and I have a degree in acting. So when we talk about taking an acting class, I took 4 years of acting classes every day. Even in the summertime, I was performing on stage in theater. So literally 4 years of voice, singing, breath work, dialects, like really kind of getting to know this instrument. So I thought I could do some voiceover auditions, and so I had a commercial agent at the time, and they had a voiceover department. So I took it amongst myself to transcribe a few commercials from like YouTube, record them with a friend who had a recording studio because he had like musicians that he worked with, and put together my own little demo just to submit to my agent who already represented me for commercials and say like, look what a pro I am. I put all this together just to submit to like this team of people who already knew me and stuff. So I thought that was a really pretty, you know, savvy thing to do, pretty like professional thing to do. And then um, they responded to me and said, you're a bit green. Maybe you should take some classes, as Deb said, which I totally did not accept because I had already taken 4 years of classes of all kinds. So I was like,
Right.
I just took it personally. I got my feelings hurt and I just like left the whole thing. This is many years ago. And then a couple of months later, like recently after that, I booked a commercial where I was the on camera talent. It was for Toyota Prius. And for whatever reason, this never happens. They auditioned me to be the voice as well as the face for the commercial, which is super rare. And I got that job. So then that same agent who had just turned me down now had to represent me to close that deal.
Love
Um,
it.
and I just really like telling that story because it's such an example of like, you do everything you can and then you might get told no anyway. But even though you're front facing, you're getting a no, you never know what's kind of like the universe is responding to those little actions that you take, putting yourself
Mhm.
out there, putting your best foot forward, taking classes, submitting yourself in earnest in a very professional way. You know what I mean? Like you put yourself out there and then maybe through a back door or a side window that you didn't even know was open, you might, and then, those very same people who told you, no, you're not good enough or you're not ready, literally in a few weeks might be like, we always believed in you, sweetheart. So I love
Super,
telling that
super true.
story.
Super true. Um, yeah, I got started um many moons ago, as I like to say. Um, and I had no idea. I mean, there were no classes. I knew people did animation. Games weren't a thing when I started in this business. Um, but I just didn't know that that was like a job that I could potentially do. And I did an improv workshop, and this guy was like, I think you have a cool voice. Same thing. Have you ever thought about voiceover? And I'm like, I don't even know what that is, man.
Yeah.
And I auditioned for the job. I booked it. It was like 20 minutes worth of work. I made $200. It was a non-union job, but I was like, 20 minutes, $200, no
Yeah,
makeup,
like sign me
costume.
up. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is the thing for me. So after that, that was what I really wanted to focus on. And um because as a kid, who doesn't want to be in a cartoon? I mean, I loved cartoons. And someone asked if I think cartoons are not just for kids. No, I still love cartoons. Come on. And I mean, it's such an amazing art form and so much fun. Um I do not know why Streamily says that Zeno is live now. Maybe he is entering. Um but
Um,
I
I there was one question that was kind of prompted up that I could also speak to, if you'd like, while we wait for Zeno.
Yeah. I am gonna have to go because I did all my signing because Mela will be in shortly.
Amazing.
Yes, I will not. I got it. If the animation style looking behind animating has previously worked on Steven. Yes, this is true. Um, how much does it cost to take the kind of classes you offer? Min guest. They vary. There's a place called Acting Studio in Chicago, and they're like maybe $400. I do like $100 an hour coaching. Anyway, Elizabeth, I have to go because I got to go to this art opening.
Go
Unfortunately,
ahead, go for it. I'll take it from here. No worries. It was great chatting with you, Deb.
it was so good to chat with you. Thank you, and thanks, fans. Thanks for getting the prints. Callie, tell your mom and aunt I said hi. All right, mwah. Take care.
Bye.
Bye, Andrew. Thank you.
So yeah, guys, we are signing the artwork. That is what we are doing. Um, I don't know. Hopefully Zeno will be on any minute. But somebody asked a question about Jedi Fallen Order, and I think it was like, what was it like to do the mocap? Um, yeah, since the sequel just came out, would love to hear about Jedi Fallen Order and how that was to perform performance capture. So that was one of the greatest experiences ever for me. I had the best time. It was my first time ever doing motion capture. It was my first time ever doing performance capture, like getting in the suit and the head mounted camera, with the little camera facing you, and the dots on your face and all of that. But because I had for so many years studied acting and theater in particular, I was really kind of well prepared for it because it's sort of similar to theater in a way. Like, you're very much using your full body and you can use the full space and move around the space, and you rehearse the scenes with the actors a few times. You get some good rehearsals in, well, when you're lucky. And in that case, we were working with Tom Keegan, who's one of the greatest directors I've ever worked with. So we had lots of rehearsal time, and then you go on a shoot day and they set up the cameras and you kind of go, action, and you shoot it for real, but you've already rehearsed it. So in that way, it feels kind of like theater. And I just loved it so much, you guys. Oh my goodness. We got to do lightsaber training with the stunt crew, and I had a great time working with Cameron Monaghan and Deborah Wilson. And actually, for any of you are interested in Jedi Fallen Order and that experience, there's a lot of photos and videos and interviews and things from behind the scenes and things like that on my Instagram, which is my name. It's Elizabeth A. Grujon. It has the middle initial A. And there's like tons of cool photos and stuff on there with all the guys from Star Wars. Yeah, I think Camila would totally love Star Wars. I do think she's a secret nerd and she would love Star Wars. And yeah, there's going to be a Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Streamily signing later this month with me and Deborah Wilson, who plays Seer Junda, my master, the master to my Padawan. And then also Daniel Roebuck, who plays Grease. And my opinion on animation being just for kids, honestly, I don't even think that exists. I don't think that's a stigma. I think everybody loves animation. Like, look at Pixar, look at Finding Nemo, look at like these huge, it's a multi-million dollar industry. It's for all ages. This show certainly is for, there's so many adult fans who are traveling for conventions and cosplaying and things like that. So I think it's just a really well loved and respected art form across the board, animation. Yeah, I've seen a lot of incredible Camila cosplay. Oh, maybe you mean Camila cosplaying? That'd be funny too. I don't know if Camila is more of a Star Trek or Star Wars fan. Maybe, I'm biased, so I'd say Star Wars. Let's see, any other cool questions in here? In Fallen Order, I play the second sister. I haven't seen the movie Honor Amongst Thieves, and I have not played D&D. Don't hate me, guys. Yeah, that'd be a funny spinoff. Camila and V, while Luce is in the demon realm. Let's see, let's see. All right, I think that's all the... Do you think Camila will get closer with Amity and maybe Alador because they make those like sci-fi stuff? Maybe. Is it conflict in the cloud? Maybe both. I think it's Camila and Manny's. I think the Star Wars shows that are coming out are all so exciting across the board. I've heard Andor in particular is really incredible, and I really love Rosario Dawson, so I'm excited to see her in that world. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna keep signing. This one wants my favorite. Okay, let's see. 15. Let's sign this one. See if you guys can see the signing stuff down here. Yeah, there you go. What character design is your favorite? I mean, I honestly think they're all really incredible. I think somebody asked if I think Camila would like horror movies. I think she would hate horror movies. Honestly, I think she would totally not be into that and think it's way too scary. Okay, I'm gonna sign a few of the duo prints with Nikki, with Luce, and yeah, I can get a few of these in before I'm actually gonna have to hop off too. These are really great. Look how great those are, guys. This is so exciting. Let's see. Camila's friendship with us. Let's see. Yeah, I think Camila is more of a sci-fi fan than horror, definitely. Ooh, what kind of palisman do you think Camila would have if she learned magic? What a great question. I'm trying to think of animals that are like indigenous to like the islands. Like I'm from the Dominican Republic, so I think Camila, I think of Camila as like Afro-Latina too. So I don't know, maybe like a small goat. I also love goats, so I might be biased on that one. Do you have Let's see, when are the other guys going to be jumping on? We're finding out where the other actors are for you guys too. Camila's favorite food? I think classic, like rice, beans, maduro. Maduro, do you guys know what that is? It's like sweet plantains that are fried. Delicious. Favorite chips? Oh, I like that. Yeah, I mean, elephants, the best. Okay, let me see. Write this around the back. ESB2 Maki. I'll do a couple of these. And then I actually am going to have to hop off, guys. Hopefully those other actors will hop on for you guys. This person asked me to draw one of the glyphs. I'm definitely not a talented artist. So I think I'm just going to have to do a nice little signature there. Of course, Linda Joe. See if you guys have any more questions. What color go? Oh yeah, because I can choose any color. Maybe like a red. I kind of like the idea of like red and blue. All right, guys, they're letting me know that I think it's going to be time to hop off here. What else content? I would love, I mean, I think we'd all love to keep bringing these characters to life. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And this was my first ever Streamily live signing, so thanks for coming and being here and all your great questions. And I think Mila and Zena will be on really soon, so stand by. Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye.